Hey guys, I'm going to be doing a quick review for the Marvels, just released on Disney Plus, either today or yesterday. So just got done watching it. Um, as far as like Marvel movies go, it's definitely a step down, like a couple steps down, honestly, from some of the quality that Marvel has previously put out. Um, post Endgame, you had some pretty good ones like Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, Spider-Man No Way Home, Black Panther 2. So you did have some pretty good films post Endgame. Um, but this film was, by Marvel standards, not really a good film. As far as the story and plot, it was pretty generic, and all the performances were very. All the performances, it seems like, were very. It's like they fell flat, I think. So the story was like, as far as the plot for the villain, apparently Carol, Captain Marvel, when she destroyed the Supreme Intelligence, somehow it destroyed the atmosphere in that Kree city, and somehow their son started to die as well. I'm not exactly sure how destroying the Supreme Intelligence is able to cause all of that. Excuse me. Is able to cause their entire atmosphere to be destroyed. But the plot centers around Darbin, which is a Kree fighter, basically stealing different atmospheres from other planets so she can save her own planet, which it's not a bad motivation. It's just the performance came off terrible from the lead actor, the actress who was playing her. The villain seemed just very bland and you know unmotivated. You didn't really feel like, okay, this is a villain who's lost everything and is willing to do anything to save her people. It just felt like a bland, generic villain. So, as far as the villain goes, this is definitely one of the worst villains for the MCU. As far as Carol, Monica, and Kamala, I see what they were trying to do with Monica Rambeau and Carol. They're trying to like put this relationship into place where we could feel sympathy for Monica because Carol left when she was a kid. But it was like there was really not an establishment of their relationship other than like maybe one scene in the first film, in the first Captain Marvel film. So she has all this resentment for Carol about not coming back, but it's like, I mean, it's not really believable because we only saw them in like one scene in the first Captain Marvel. So there's that. A lot of it was just kind of, it was silly and goofy. It's definitely more kid oriented than some of the other MCU films. Honestly, the funniest parts were when the cats were eating people. But, overall, it was very subpar for a Marvel film. It's still better than Thor Dumb and Dumber. I will admit it's better than Thor Dumb and Dumber. Um, Captain Marvel 2, I would give probably like a 4 out of 10 or so. It wasn't anything too great, but it wasn't terrible either, like people were making it out to be. It was just like a below average film. And honestly, if you want to go into it like not thinking about the other MCU films and just look at it as like a cheesy sci-fi adventure film, then honestly just go into it like that, because that's pretty much what it was, just like this goofy sci-fi action adventure film, which is fine because I love sci-fi films. I love those type of movies. So if you look at it in that aspect, you can kind of see it's like Yeah, okay, it's just like an average movie, but not really any strong performances, any compelling characters, other than maybe Kamala Khan was a pretty good character. She's like starstruck by Captain Marvel, so that was a good aspect of the film. Um, but Captain Marvel, it's like, are we rooting for her? Like, what's like, why is this an important event? You know what I mean? Like, are we supposed to feel like we're like we're rooting her on um, to beat this Darben person? It's like, why do we care? And it's like Carol, all the performances, all the lines seemed very just that they seem like a very wooden performance, very very bland. Um, that's how Captain Marvel came across to me. So overall, yeah, it's sort of like a 4 out of 10. Not really a great film, but I thought I'd check it out just to see what all the buzz was about. It's certainly not as bad as people were making it out to be. So that's my opinion on the Marvels.